Hello again, and welcome to Rescue Nutrition. My name is Derek Pope, founder, owner, and creator. As I mentioned before, I will be posting videos from time to time on certain topics discussing ways to improve your health. Well, today's topic is antioxidants and free radicals. Now, I chose this topic because the health of firefighters are at much greater risk when it comes to being exposed to toxic and environmental hazards while on the job. Hopefully by the end of this video, you will have gained a better understanding of what antioxidants and free radicals are, their roles in the human body, how to minimize the damaging effects of free radicals, and why including antioxidant-rich foods or supplements into your daily diet is the key to combating many illnesses. So without further ado, let's get started. So what are antioxidants and where do they come from? Well, for the lack of better terms, antioxidants are a group of compounds that prevent foreign radicals from coming into contact with the cells of your body and causing damage. Now, how do they do this? Well, let me demonstrate. Okay, so I have a drawing here that will hopefully give you guys a good visual of how these antioxidants prevent these free radicals from interacting with the cells of our body and causing damage. All right. Now, this is for you visual learners out there, as I myself is a visual learner, and I know sometimes I have to see things in action in order for it to start making sense. So, I have three different types of drawing here. As you can see, I have an antioxidant. And if you notice, this antioxidant has 14 electrons. So it's got an even paired number of electrons. Okay, then if you look over here, you notice something different about this molecule. This is the free radical. Okay, so this is what free radicals look like in our body. All right. Free radicals have an uneven pair of electrons, all right? So they're missing an electron, right? And we all know in nature that things tend to be happier when they are paired up, right? That's just part of nature, right? But in this case, these free radicals are missing an electron, okay? And so that's what makes this so deadly, right? And because of this, it will cause harm to our cells in our body, right? If we don't have enough of these antioxidants, all right? So the role of an antioxidant, basically it's a suicide compound. It's willing to sacrifice itself. It'll give up one of its electrons to a free radical to neutralize it so that this free radical can now become happy and stabilized so it won't come over here to our cell and try to steal an electron from our cell, okay? Now, let me talk about the human cell real quick, all right? We all know that the human cell in itself contains key vital components such as, of course we know, is DNA, all right, which contains the biological instructions for the development and functioning of all living organism, okay? As you see here, I've drawn like a DNA strand here. This is my version of a DNA strand sphere, right? So, and also the human cell contains proteins and fats, right? Which are basically large molecules that are formed by atoms, right? That are held together by electrons, right? That are tightly bound together. Now this makes the bond between these molecules more stable, right? It puts the cell in a much more healthy state as well. Now also the cell itself is protected by an outer layer called the cell membrane, all right? And it's composed of tiny molecules that are formed by atoms, all right, that are tightly held together by an even number of electrons, right? And so the bond here is also stable, right? Now, also this cell membrane in itself has more of a negative charge, all right? So the human cell in itself carries more of a negative charge. Now, keeping this in mind, let's jump back over here to this free radical. Remember I said earlier that this free radical is missing an electron, okay? So this is what makes it highly volatile to our cells, all right? And because of this, because it's missing an electron, it carries more of a positive charge. Now, like I said, our human cell carries more of a negative charge. So you see what we got going on here? We got opposites attract, right? We got a positive and a negative. So if we don't have enough of these antioxidants here to give up one of its electrons to this free radical, then guess where this free radical is going to get its electron from? That's right, it's going to get it from our healthy cell, and that's what we don't want, okay? Because if it has to take one from our healthy cell, then we have just compromised the structural integrity of our healthy cell, and our healthy cell is no longer healthy anymore, okay? It becomes a free radical, right? because the damage is done. We have damage to our proteins and its DNA, right? And that's what we're trying to prevent, all right? So if we have enough of these antioxidants, this is what happens. The antioxidant comes in, okay? It'll donate one of its electrons to this free radical, all right? I'm going to erase this right here like this. It'll donate it, all right? And by giving up this electron, it has now neutralized this free radical. So this free radical now is happy, all right? So now it has no need to go over here and try to take an electron from our cell or be drawn to our healthy human cell, all right? And so this antioxidant did its job. No harm, no foul to the antioxidant, right? And basically, you can see the importance of having these antioxidants in our daily diet. Okay, now where do these antioxidants come from? Well, our body makes these antioxidants from the food that we eat, such as our fruits and vegetables and so forth. However, if you feel that you're not getting enough servings of antioxidant-rich foods in your daily diet, then maybe obtaining them in supplement form would be your second choice. Okay. Now, some of the most common antioxidants that you hear are like your vitamin A, your vitamin C and E, CoQ10, the minerals, selenium, and zinc. Okay. However, guys, the body would prefer to get them from plant foods rather than supplements. Okay. Now, also, let me just say this: your immune system will produce these guys, okay, but only in a limited amount, as they are needed to help kill like bacteria, viruses, and certain fungus, right? Now, but the problem lies is when we have an overabundance of these roaming around in our bodies, and not enough of these to help counteract or neutralize the effect that they can have, neutralize their effect. All right. So now, also, guys, another good source of antioxidants would be if you like to drink green tea like I do. Organic loose leaf Japanese green tea and silver needle white tea are very high in antioxidants, and they also can provide protection against free radical damage. Now, I have this morning ritual where the first thing I do in the morning is I make a fresh pot of Japanese loose leaf green tea or silver needle white tea, usually about 2 cups worth, and I usually alternate between the two. But anyway, after it's brewed, I take an organic lemon and half of a grapefruit and squeeze the juice into my tea. And then I add 2 tablespoons of raw organic honey, and I sip on this throughout the day. And all I can say, guys, is if you just got to try this cocktail yourself to feel this amazing effects on your body. I guarantee you will notice this effects right away. Now, if you guys try it, I would definitely like to hear your comments on how you felt after drinking it. Just hit me up at my email. You can drop me email at DerekPope@RescueNutrition.com. All right. Now, the exposure to these free radicals can come from a variety of sources, guys. They really can. And it's not specific. We're talking from the pollution in the air that we breathe in, bad habits that we pick up along the way in life, such as cigarette smoking, the chemically induced processed junk food and fast food that we eat, all right, because we don't have time to meal prep, right? Environmental toxins, just and so forth, right? Also, guys, stress, believe it or not, stress, both physical and emotional, can trigger the release of these guys, all right? And how do they do that? They do it by inducing the hormone cortisol. For those of you who don't know what cortisol is, let me explain. Cortisol is our body's natural anti-stress hormone. That's right, okay? So its main purpose is to help minimize the effects of stress on the body. So you see, when your body feels that it's under a great deal amount of stress, your body will produce this hormone, okay, to help minimize the effects of the stress on the body. However, guys, an overproduction of this hormone in excessive quantities can have a negative impact on our immune system, all right? It can actually suppress it, all right? So, so too much of a good thing can be a bad thing, right? Now, so this is why it's so important, especially for firefighters, paramedics, police officers, doctors, and nurses who work in a stress-induced environment around the clock, to make sure that they include antioxidant-rich foods or snacks in their daily diet. Because in doing so, guys, will ensure that your body has enough antioxidants reserves built up. Enough of these guys built up in their reserves, okay, to help combat the effects of these guys, all right? Now, if you find yourself constantly eating more junk food than a junk food diet than an antioxidant-rich food diet, then I'm just going to say you guys are limiting your own natural antioxidant supply, okay? And it's not a good thing, all right? So now, one of the things that I would recommend when you don't have time to meal prep and you're on the job and you are running your butt off on the job and you don't have time, one way to ensure that you're getting at least your antioxidants in would be to include the Rescue Nutrition Bar, all right? Because let me tell you, the Rescue Nutrition Bar is loaded with superfoods, okay, that have a high antioxidant profile, all right, such as goji berries, blueberries, cherries, acai berries, chia seeds, 100% cacao. It's better than reaching for that processed junk food, which offers no health benefits to the human body whatsoever. And let me just say this, and in reality, by eating the junk food, guys, you actually are contributing to the free radical buildup, all right, and limiting your body's ability to make these right here, all right, when they are needed, all right. So if you guys want to know where you can get this Rescue Nutrition Bar, you can get it on the Rescue Nutrition website at www.rescuenutrition.com. Well, I hope you guys found that demonstration very helpful. As I said, some of us are visual learners, and we have to see things in order for them to start making sense. If you guys would like to see more drawings like this in my other videos I'll be doing, be sure to let me know. Just send me an email at derekpope@rescuenutrition.com, and I'll be sure to keep those drawings going for you in my other videos. So now at this time, I would also like to conduct an experiment that you guys are going to find really cool. It's involving an apple and a lemon. Now, we all know the powerful effects of a lemon because it has a powerful antioxidant called vitamin C. And this is just to prove to you guys how powerful the antioxidants are and what they can do for us if we include them in our daily diet. So at this time, I'm going to stop this video, I'm going to set up, and then I will come right back with you guys. Okay, now that I'm set up, to give you guys a general idea how powerful antioxidants are, I'm going to perform this little experiment here just to show you why it's so important to include antioxidants into your daily diet. Now, as you can see here, I had an apple, and I've already cut it in half. Okay. Now I'm going to leave the apple on the left side of your screen there untreated, and the apple on the right side of your screen I am going to treat with the juice from a organic lemon, okay, that I've already cut in half. All right. Now, looking at this apple, you can see the apple looks pretty healthy, right? I mean, the flesh looks good. If you look at the skin, it looks tight without any flaws. The apple skin itself protects the inner apple before I cut it open, but it acts as a protectant to protect the inner flesh of this apple from the effects of the outside environment. All right, but now that I've exposed the apple to the elements of the air, particularly oxygen, and have now compromised its structural integrity. Okay, meaning that the antioxidant defense supply mechanism of this apple, the skin, can no longer protect it from the elements. Now, inside this apple, there are enzymes, and the enzymes in the apple are called polyphenol oxidase and iron-containing phenols, okay, which starts to interact with the oxygen in the air, thereby causing the apple to lose electrons to the oxygen in the air, all right? And same thing with when we're exposed to toxic environments, right? The free radicals in our environment, we breathing those in, and we're exposing ourselves to those free radicals. So the free radicals, if you guys remember, they cause cell damage, and cellular damage can create the signs or cause signs of aging and illnesses. All right. So now, But anyway, when I cut the apple in half and expose it to the elements, it's going to start turning brown. And that's a process called oxidation, and that was a result of the free radical damage, okay? So now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the lemon, all right, now toward you guys, on the right-hand side of your screen, I'm going to have this lemon. And this lemon is loaded with a powerful antioxidant called vitamin C. Yep, vitamin C. And I'm going to treat this half of the apple here on my right hand side here with the lemon juice. Okay, I'm just going to squirt a little bit on there. That's all it takes. Alright. Remember, now this other half is untreated. Alright. Now, I'm going to leave this set for a couple of days, and then I'll be back with the end result. Okay guys, I'd like to welcome you back. It's been approximately 5 days now since I conducted the apple and lemon experiment. And if you recall, I conducted this experiment to give you a general idea of how powerful antioxidants are and why it's so important to include them into your daily diet. Well, here they are. As you can see, the half of the apple that was untreated here on my left hand side started taking on the signs of the aging process. You know, dryness, dehydrated wrinkled skin, loss of skin elasticity, and shrinkage. Now, this same thing can happen when you expose your skin to the harmful elements of any type of environment. Like, for example, being out in the sun too long without any type of SPF sunblock protection on your skin. The long-term exposure to the UV rays can definitely suck the life out of your skin and cause major damage over time. Now on my right-hand side here, I have the apple that was treated with the lemon juice. And as you can see here, there is a big difference in its appearance as compared to the apple on my left-hand side. Its skin and flesh looks a lot healthier. It barely shows any signs of aging. And this is all due to the powerful effects of vitamin C, which in itself is a very powerful antioxidant. This is why you see a lot of facial products, prescription and over-the-counter, that lists vitamin C as one of its main ingredients. I hope this experiment has shed some light on why it's so important to include antioxidant-rich foods into your daily diet, as they can definitely help minimize the damaging effects caused by these free radicals. I hope now you have a better understanding of what antioxidants are and the importance of including them into your daily diet, and what free radicals are and how to minimize their damaging effects. So that's it for today's topic. I hope you found this video helpful. Be sure to subscribe to my channel because I'm going to keep coming out with new video content all the time to help you improve your health.